day after Donald Trump was elected president, I went to Town Shop Lingerie at 2270 Broadway to purchase a new bra. It seemed as good a way as any to contain the formless anxiety of my battered spirit. Not that I didn't need a brassiere, a real one, I mean. My relationship with these presumed essentials of the female wardrobe had always been, well, two-sided. As a child of the 60s, when my breasts were small, young, and firm during the Nixon administration, I dispensed with underwear of all kinds. Years later, as a low-level Wall Street drone in the Reagan era, my goal was to conceal as much evidence of femininity as possible under my conservative navy blue suits and button-down shirts. While breastfeeding through much of George H.W. Bush's presidency and raising young children during the Bill Clinton era, I found myself relying on sports bras. Remember those generic, unfitted scraps of non-committal synthetic fabric that only grow more flaccid and non-elastic as time goes by? On the plus side, sports bras were easy to purge of spit-up, strained carrots, spilled coffee, and well-earned perspiration. At the time, my mammaries seemed more in need of protection than desirous of attention. Often camouflaged beneath easy-to-launder asexual t-shirts, I envisioned my glands morphing into the sagging sacks of those tribal women that titillated America's young baby boomers in National Geographic, while Kennedy occupied the White House. The salespeople I encountered at the Town Shop were professionally trained African-American women of various ages and body types. I was randomly and happily assigned to Margaret, a short, well-endowed church lady type who sized me up quickly, pronouncing, "I can tell instantly whether a bra fits or not." I didn't doubt her for a minute. Without asking permission, Margaret joined me in my dressing room with choices that met my specs: no sports bras, no padding, no underwires. The last time I bared my torso so freely with an adult woman was probably during the Johnson administration, when my mom took me to pick out what was then euphemistically called a junior bra. Junior as in, they're starting to sprout but have a long way to go, but all my friends have one, so I need one too. Margaret coaxed, cajoled, more confidently and attentively than any mother could have. 2, the woman was a visionary with no use for preconceived notions of cup size and hook settings. She gently adjusted straps for me, separating the good fits from those that induced drooping. Margaret provided everything I needed to recover from the shock of Trump's victory: structure, support, calm, and a crystal clear, non-judgmental grip on reality. You're a D, not a C. It's not too tight. You want it to hold you up, don't you? The price was way higher than I had anticipated, but as even the Donald might agree, you get what you pay for, or in his case, what you don't pay for. I looked great. In my eyes, I was a perfect 10. Locker room talk be damned. Yes, even in these dark times, I could at least hold my head and my chest high. My soul still drooped, but the twin sisters of my femininity were fresh and radiant. In my elegantly engineered new accessory, I felt new resolve and solidity. No matter what chaos was breaking out on the political scene, comfort could still be found in well-fitted lingerie, the warm attention of other women, and the sanctity of our soft, strong, resilient bodies. With one of my new purchases fully deployed under my blouse, I stepped firmly out onto the sidewalk. I was ready to confront the scary, misogynist world out there, one pair at a time. My cups ran over.